Hey all. Thought we'd run through a lesson on window change. I'm not going to play through it because, to be honest, my wife is coming home in a few minutes and I'm going to have to help her bring in the groceries. So I'm going to try to go through this pretty quick. Okay, to start with, the tuning. The one on Frampton Comes Live is actually a half a step up higher than this, so it will sound like this. On Frampton Comes Live, it will sound like this. That's the key of it. This one's down one half from there. So the tuning, which a lot of people don't know, Peter played on. He was getting into. He was planning on doing some session work before he really launched his solo career. So toward the tail end of Humble Pie, he was doing some sessions, and he was on the All Things Must Pass album sessions, and he one of those big wall of sound acoustic guitars strumming away on My Sweet Lord is Peter. So he was hanging around a lot with George, and he says he got this tuning from George. Now I'm going to call these D, but they're all actually half a step down from that. So when I say D, I'm talking about the Frampton Comes Alive tuning. This one is actually D flat. Okay, so everything that I'm talking about is going to be flat, but I'm just going to refer to them by the other tuning, if that makes sense. And the reason why I tuned down to a version that's the half step lower version from one that he did in 2006. So he's probably tuning them down because it suits his voice better 40 years later, but 30, 40 years later. But the one on Comes Alive would be a half a step higher than this. Okay, so the tuning would be the low E goes down to D, C sharp in this case. Goes down to D, the A goes down to D, the D string stays the same. So you got three big fat D's in a row, and then the G, B, and E strings, the G goes to A, the B string goes to D, and the high E goes to F sharp. Just those are the same notes, you'll notice, as if on those top three strings anyway, the high three. As if you were fingering a D chord, right? So they become those notes, open tuned. So you got big low end with three D's in a row and then a D chord on the top. So that's the way to think about the tuning. But of course you don't have to finger those because now they're... And you can tell right away, yeah, that's... Alright, and it starts with this thing. Alright, and that's on the G string. The first part of it is... And you can give it a nice big full strum. On G it goes 5, 4, 2, 4, 2. Now I do this part as A string and high E at 5. The next one is A string goes down 1 to 4, but the high E goes down 2. And then that whole thing goes down 2 frets. So now A string 2, high E 1. Now I suspect, and I think I hear, when he does this, he's also playing the B string in there. I just don't think it sounds as good, so I don't play the B string. But he would probably be, he'd probably go. See, it's also harder to finger. But he'd have the B string up at 5, then 4, then 2. 0, but I just do because I like the sound of that B string ringing as a D note. Then you do that harmonic up there at 12, and then the sweetest fragrance, that part, and that is A and D strings at 9, high E at 7. The sweetest fragrance That just takes the whole thing down 2 frets. So it goes. That's all the way across at 7. Then down all the way across at 5. You know that part. Now on these chords, when he's barring all the way across, for all these barred all the way across chords, he sometimes will embellish it with the G string up 2 frets. On and off, or just on. I feel it now. Right, that part. Okay, so brings the wind to change. That's so. First fret on high E, second fret on A. Then slide all that same shape up 2 frets. That's on the high E string at 12, 10, 8, and then back to that beginning chord again. So here's what we got so far. Second verse. Sapphire's on and up. That part. To buy me happiness. And so far it's the same part. And then we up. Okay, so that goes up 3 frets to 8. Then to 10. Now this will take me away. That part. Now this is another one where that's that same shape, first fret on high E, second fret on A. I think he's doing the B string in there too, so he'd go. So the B goes in the same frets as the A string on that. I think that's what he's doing. Still, I do it as. And then start again. There's another verse. Now up 3 frets to 8 to 10. Then this is the last one. That part is just climb up the A string from 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. Third fret. And then you know that la da da da, that's D and B strings 5, 4, 2, 0. La da da da, like I do 3, all the way across 3. La da da da, 5, 7, 3, 5, 5, 7, 3, 5, 5, 7. the same as the beginning. La, 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 la. Same as the beginning. Now again, the Frampton Comes Alive will sound like this. You know, just a little bit higher. But I actually like it tuned down a little bit deeper, because you get those big booming D's in there. You got to remember when you're strumming away, when it's tuned that low, if you do go down to C sharp, if you hit that too hard, it'll actually wobble itself sharp. So if it gets that much vibration when it's tuned that low, it'll easily ring a little sharp because it's just vibrating so much. So just be careful when you're whacking those away. Same with the A string, because that's tuned down pretty far. So good luck with it. It's another one of those ones that you just got to sit and play along with it a few times. But you can see there's only a few different parts in it, and the whole thing is the tuning. Once you get that, I haven't studied Frampton stuff to see where else he might have used that tuning, but it works well on this song. So good luck.